Back to the basics, been a lot of things, but I never been basic. Run around bases, came from the basement, never been shameless. So I got stay in the streets, get dangerous, so I might bang it. Don't like hanging unless you family, please don't claim it. Like what you claiming, what you saying, what you bought and what you need. I'm at the house, ain't at the club.
懐かしい. If you know what Grape Fanta is, you know what is up. So it's been a pretty busy week for me, actually a pretty busy month. I've done a lot of different things. The last few vlogs you may have seen, they've just been little snippets of what I've been up to. A lot of work, a lot of editing. And because of this, I wanted to take a little break from the city, from the home, and just like get out and go camping. So I did. Now the first place I went to with my little family, my mum and my sister who both love camping too. And we went to the Blue Mountains in Australia. It was a very chill campsite. We played lots of card games, cooked heaps of food, and yeah, kind of chilled out.
Oh! いや、これ
いいかも。
いいかもね。
Okay. Wow.
いただきます。
いただきます。
Time to win.
Okay. Let's go.
The second campsite I went for 2 nights. This was with my tattoo client, the team. We went over to a place called Platypus Rock. Have you ever heard of what a platypus is, by the way? Very iconic Australian animal. Perry the platypus. That's a platypus. Anyway, I went to a place called Platypus Rock in the hopes of finding a platypus. Spent 2 nights there, cooked lots of food again. This was a private property, a farm actually. So when we were driving through, there was like heaps of cows. I didn't know cows made noises like this. And after going for a little walk, on the way back, I saw a platypus. Now, I don't have a video or a photo or anything of it, so you're just gonna have to believe me. But it was like sitting on top of the water, it was just like, bah. And then I saw it like duck under. Highlight of my camping year for sure, 100%. Anyway, this was a much needed getaway, a good reset, just to kind of like refresh the brain, you know, and then get me back into the groove, ready to grind. This flavor, めっちゃ懐かしい. It's like my childhood drink. I swear you couldn't really get this in Australia until more recently. I used to get this all the time in Japan. Get it at like Macca's or anywhere that you go. Fanta grape. ぜひ飲んでください. Now it's been a little bit warm, so I cut my hair, got a haircut, cut it short, long hair. It was cool, but it was a little bit of a pain. And now that it's like hot again, here in Australia right now, it's going into spring. It's been like 28 degrees for a couple of days, which has been like super warm. So I just decided to cut it off. I feel very fresh and chill again. It's nice. And yesterday I went into the city just for a little outing with Minji, and I stopped by the Arc'teryx store, of course, and made a little purchase.
You need a beverage with the cookie. 100%.
Little bit of a pickup situation.
Oh, gotcha.
I got two things, but neither of them are for me. And it's not gachi. It's both the same thing, and it is little jackets. Kawaii. This is the Arc'teryx Atom. It's the hooded version. It's a super versatile, like lightweight jacket that can keep you warm while looking extra cool. This is the orange color, and I also got the blue color. This is the blue color. As you can see, it's pretty nice. Whoa. I mentioned that these aren't for me, but these are very special purchases for myself because these are for my uncles. Now, I've been traveling back to Japan pretty much my whole life, but for the last few years I've been going solo, and it has been a very different experience to when you go with your mum. You know what I mean? Anyway, my uncles over there, they always accommodate for me. And in the last few years, especially going solo and just bonding with my family, the boys in my family, my uncles. So I decided I wanted to get them something, and what else than Arc'teryx gear. Now, this isn't like a hype beast thing or anything. These two people, they love Arc'teryx because it is a professional, very, very good outdoor brand. And they love the outdoors. Toru and his whole family, they've been mountain climbing, yamanogori, their whole life. But yeah, I wanted to gift them these two things because I know they're gonna use it, and just as a thank you for, you know, taking care of me for the last, like, I don't know, however many years. I guess my whole life. I'm 25 now, I'm a bit of an adult, I guess, and I know they don't expect anything from me, but I think it'll be a nice surprise for me to give them a gift this time. This blue looks pretty nice on me, actually. This might be a very chatty intro to the video, but I wanted to talk about my upcoming trip to Japan. What is this angle, bruh? For the last few years while building my freelance business, my dream was to be able to go back to Japan for work. I'm very grateful to be able to go back because this has become a reality. And later this week, I'm going to be going for a full month again. It's so crazy. Bunshin Tattoo Studio, my client, they're going to be working in Japan on a project that we've been doing over the last year or year and a half. And I'm going to be flying with them, documenting that process over the first week of my trip. Very briefly, I just make BTS cinematic videos for them, and that all goes onto YouTube. So I might put a link to one of the videos that we made recently. If you're interested, you can go check it out, maybe subscribe. I think we're about to hit 10,000 subs on that channel as well, which is also crazy. So I'm very keen to be going over there and finishing off this series of videos that we have with this tattoo project. Now, about last week sometime, I actually updated my website and I created a page showcasing what I do for the Bunshin Tattoo Studio, so people, other potential clients even, can see the type of work that I create for them, and if it is interesting, maybe it's something that we could work on in the future too. Let me elaborate a little bit on this with today's sponsor of the video, Squarespace. So I've been rebuilding my website on Squarespace for the last couple of months, and it has been a super easy process. In my experience with website building, it's been a little bit tricky, especially the back end of the website, but Squarespace, they make it super easy. And I spent the afternoon just gathering the digital assets that I wanted to put onto the website page for the Bunshin Tattoo Studio that succinctly represented what I create for them. Now, whether you're just starting off as a freelance creator or you've established yourself in the biz a little bit, I think having an online portfolio is an essential to be able to showcase your creative work. Now Squarespace, they make it super easy to customize your own website with the Fluid engine. This allows you to drag and drop the elements of your website freely on the page. I personally really like using PNG graphic overlays that can go on top of images and videos, giving my website a more of a fun and interactive feeling. To store all of the images and PNG files, the asset library makes it simple to organize all of your content on your website in one manageable place. Squarespace's new design intelligence can assist you in creating descriptions for your website pages and blog posts when you're a little bit uninspired or you have that creative block. I really enjoy this more fun and interactive feeling with my website, and I enjoy how the Bunshin page turned out. It's got a great catchy image, some text, some arrows, a link to one of the YouTube videos, and I think the page gives a really good idea of what I do for them. To showcase your work in a clean and organized format, it's never been simpler. So if you're interested in creating your own online portfolio, you can use the link in my description. This will give you a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, you can use my code at the checkout, tatsuki, for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Pretty much right now, I'm in the process of updating and curating my website. So if that interests you and you want to learn a little bit more about it, let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Yeah. Now, as I'm going to be traveling in Japan, and a lot of the viewers, I mean myself included, love watching Japan videos. So if there's anything in particular that you would like to watch, please let me know in the comments below. I'm going to collect a bunch of different things, if it makes sense, included in the vlogs. And hopefully I can film a lot of videos while I'm over there. The second half of my trip, I'm going to be with my friends Gaku, Peace, Jojo, the gang. And I'm going to be doing a little trip with them to Hiroshima. It's going to be really fun. So a lot of fun videos on the way. But before that, I've still got the rest of this week to sort of get ready, finish the work that I need to do before I leave, pack, do all the other things that I need to do. I'm a little bit stressed, but it's okay. I wish I was gutty right now. So yeah, I need to get back to editing some client videos.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Kanpai.
Good morning, actually good afternoon. I spent the whole morning just working a little bit, and then I realized I should probably start packing my bags for Japan just in case I need to grab a few things, which I do need to do. So if you take photos, videos, camera gear is always an issue when traveling. I always try to find the perfect camera setup that works for me while traveling around, and I think last time I sort of figured it out. So taking videos for vlogs or whatever, I've already made a full video about this. The only thing that has changed since that video is I'm bringing this lens. This is the Sigma 24-70 f2.8. But apart from that, everything else is the same. So check that out if you're interested in the video side of things. Otherwise for photos, this was like a big toss up for me. I mostly shoot film images. I rarely take digital photos these days. And so my struggle is which film camera to bring. I don't want to take too many film cameras, but my main objective with photography on this trip is to take like portraits. So in this little bag fits my Mamiya RZ67. So this is my favorite photo taking camera ever, the RZ67. Been watching the channel, then you'd probably know about this camera. I use this on like all of my photo projects. I'm just bringing an extra wider lens for that, and a bag full of film. This is probably the film that you're most used to. It's 35mm film. My biggest struggle for this trip was whether I want to bring my little camera for that or not. I shoot with this. This is my Contax T2, my little point and shoot film camera. I feel like I've supplemented those photos by taking videos instead, and then that also allows me to share it in the vlog. I'm thinking that since I haven't used this too often recently, I might challenge myself, bring it and try to shoot a little bit we'll see if I end up using it or not. I'm packing very light this trip. I always end up bringing way too much, and it just causes me to carry things back and forth without even wearing it once. So with that in mind, I'm just selectively choosing whether I want to bring things or not, and yeah, I'll probably just figure that out before the end of the day. Kind of got that pink and purple vibe going on right here. These are probably my comfiest shoes, so I'm probably going to be rocking these until I find something else potentially while I'm over there, but we'll see about that. The fit's super simple, casual, keeping it really easy for myself while traveling, not trying to bring anything too heavy, and just trying to keep all the pieces that I bring versatile so I can mix and match them when I feel like it over there. Plus, I always end up finding some stuff while I'm in Japan, and I end up rocking it for like the whole trip anyway, so try to pack light. That's the goal anyway, but you know, we'll see about that.